Arjun said, O Keshav, I wish to understand what are Prakriti and Purush, and what are Kshetra and Kshetrajana. I also wish to know what is true knowledge, and what is the goal of this knowledge. Lord Krishna said, O Kaunteya, this body is known as the Kshetra, and the one who knows it is called as Kshetrajna by the wise. O Bharata, you know me as the Kshetrajna of all Kshetras. The knowledge of Kshetra and Kshetrajna is wisdom in reality. This is my opinion. Listen from me in brief about Kshetra, its gunas and forms, its modifications and the reason of its origin, and also about Kshetrajna and its potential. The sages have talked in detail about this essence of Kshetra and Kshetrajna in verses of the Vedas. It has also been undoubtedly claimed with rationale in the text of Brahma Sutras. Brahma Sutras, classical texts consisting of one-liners about the essence of the Vedas. The five elements, ego, intellect, unmanifest, primordial matter, five senses, one mind, and five sensory objects, desire, hatred, joy, sorrow, this body, consciousness, and equanimity are Kshetras and its forms in brief. Humility, absence of showing off, non-violence, forgiveness, simplicity, serving of the Master, purity, steadiness and controlled mind, unattachment to the sensory objects, absence of ego and seeking flaws in birth, death, old age and diseases, free of attachment, not being much attached to son, wife, home, etc., and mind remaining constantly steady in favorable and unfavorable conditions, having unwavering devotion through yoga, having a nature of staying at an isolated place and not interested in social gatherings, constantly practicing the knowledge of spirituality and completely understanding the absolute knowledge. All this is knowledge, but anything other than this is ignorance. Now I shall tell you clearly about that Gye, knowing which one attains immortality. It is the eternal Supreme Brahma. It has neither existence nor non-existence. It is present everywhere, and its hands, feet, eyes, head, mouths, and ears are present everywhere in this world. It is unattached to all the senses, even after being the main source of sensory objects. It is in reality free of attachment and the sustainer of all. It is free of the gunas as well as its experiencer. It is inside and outside all beings, and also constitutes the moving and the unmoving. It is far away and yet so near. It is so subtle that it cannot be even known. It being one form itself, it is yet present in all beings separately. It is the creator, the maintainer, and the destroyer of all beings. It is said to be the light of lights, and beyond the darkness of ignorance. It is knowledge itself, yea, and worth attaining through wisdom. It is present in the heart of all beings. Thus, I have described Kshetra, Kshetrajna, and Jna in brief. Knowing this, my devotee attains my state of being. Prakriti and Purusha, know both of them to be eternal. You also know that all modifications, sorrow and hatred, and the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, originate from Prakriti only. Prakriti is said to be the cause of origin of Karya and Karana. Purusha is said to be the root cause of witnessing joy and sorrow. Karya, the five elements and the five sensory objects together are known as Karya. Karana, the intellect, ego, mind, the five senses, speech, hands, feet, genitals, and anus, together are known as Karan. The Purusha, situated in Prakriti, experiences the gunas originating from Prakriti. Purusha is born in good and evil wombs because of these gunas only. The soul residing in this body is a form of the Supreme Self only. It is unattached to all the karmas happening through this body, mind, and intellect. It is called as the witness, the approver, the sustainer, the experiencer, and the Supreme Lord. Thus, the one who knows Purusha and Prakriti with its gunas in reality, he is not born again, even while performing all karmas in every way. Some people experience that Supreme Self in their heart through meditation. Some experience it through Sankhya Yoga, and some experience it in themselves through Karma Yoga. Some others who themselves don't know worship by hearing from others. Even such people, while being deep in sadhana, overcome death undoubtedly. Sadhana, spiritual practices. O Bharatarshabha, know that all the moving and stationary beings are born out of the union of Kshetra and Kshetrajna. The one who sees the indestructible and equally present Supreme Self in all perishable beings, he sees the truth in reality. The one who sees the Lord present everywhere equally, he doesn't destroy himself and attains the supreme goal. The one who sees all karmas as being done by the Prakriti and doesn't see the soul as the doer. He only sees correctly. When one sees different modes of beings as established in and expanding from that oneself, then he attains the Brahma. O Kaunteya, because of being eternal and free of the gunas, this indestructible Supreme Self, even while dwelling in the body, neither performs any karma nor gets influenced by the fruits. Just as the all-pervasive ether does not get affected by anything because it is subtle, similarly, the soul present everywhere in the body does not get affected by anything. O Bharata, just as only one sun illuminates the whole world, similarly, the soul illuminates the entire Kshetra, body. Thus, the ones who know the difference between Kshetra, body, and Kshetrajna, soul, and also know Prakriti along with Karya Karan, they attain the Supreme Brahma.